Do you control what you see on social media, or is something else pulling the strings? We like to think we're in the driver's seat scrolling through our feeds with freedom, but behind those funny cat videos and political rants is a hidden world of algorithms, carefully designed to keep us hooked. These algorithms aren't your friends, they're complex systems designed to predict and manipulate your behavior, and they're really good at their job. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how social media seems to know exactly what you're interested in even before you do? It's no coincidence, it's all part of the plan. But here's the catch. While these algorithms might seem harmless on the surface, they have a dark side. They can trap us in echo chambers, distort our perceptions of reality, and even take a toll on our mental health. It's time to pull back the curtain and expose the truth about the algorithms that control our online lives. It's time to fight back. So what exactly are these mysterious algorithms? In simple terms, they're like digital puppet masters constantly analyzing your every move online. They track what you like, what you share, who you follow, and even how long you linger on a particular post. They then use this data to create a personalized feed, carefully curated to keep you engaged. The goal is simple: keep you scrolling, clicking, and liking for as long as possible. Why? Because the more time you spend on these platforms, the more money they make. It's all about profit, baby. These algorithms are like digital detectives, constantly gathering information about you and using it to predict your next move. They're so sophisticated that they can even figure out things you might not even be aware of yourself, like your political leanings, your religious beliefs, and even your deepest fears. Think about it. Have you ever searched for something online and then suddenly started seeing ads for it everywhere? That's the algorithm at work, using your search history to target you with ads. One of the most concerning aspects of social media algorithms is their tendency to create echo chambers. An echo chamber is a virtual space where you're only exposed to information and opinions that confirm your existing beliefs. It's like being stuck in a room with a bunch of people who all agree with you all the time. Sounds pretty cozy, right? Well, not so fast. While it might feel good to have your beliefs constantly validated, it can also be incredibly dangerous. When you're constantly bombarded with the same information, it's easy to start believing that your perspective is the only valid one. This can lead to polarization, intolerance, and an inability to engage in constructive dialogue with people who hold different views. And in an increasingly divided world, that's a recipe for disaster. Imagine you're passionate about climate change. You follow a bunch of environmental activists and scientists on social media. The algorithm, seeing your interest, feeds you more and more content about climate change. You're trapped in a loop, constantly reaffirming your beliefs and never exposed to alternative viewpoints. Section 4, the mental toll of the social media scroll. Let's be real, social media isn't always sunshine and rainbows. In fact, it can be a breeding ground for anxiety, depression, and a whole host of other mental health issues. And guess what? Those pesky algorithms play a big role in that. Think about it. How many times have you scrolled through your feed only to be bombarded with images of people living their best lives? Vacations, fancy dinners, perfect families? It's enough to make anyone feel inadequate. This constant exposure to curated perfection can fuel feelings of envy, inadequacy, and the dreaded fear of missing out, FOMO. And when your self-worth is tied to the number of likes and followers you have, it's easy to spiral into a cycle of self-doubt and anxiety. Then there's the issue of cyberbullying, online harassment, and the constant pressure to present a perfect online persona. It's exhausting. We're constantly bombarded with negativity, drama, and unrealistic beauty standards. It's no wonder so many of us are feeling burnt out. Section 5. The fake news factory in your pocket. Social media has become a breeding ground for misinformation. Fake news, conspiracy theories, and propaganda spread like wildfire, fueled by algorithms designed to prioritize engagement over accuracy. Think about it. Outrageous and sensationalized content tends to get more clicks, shares, and comments. And what does the algorithm do? It promotes that content, spreading it far and wide, regardless of its veracity. This can have real-world consequences, influencing elections, inciting violence, and eroding trust in legitimate sources of information. It's like we're living in a post-truth world where facts are subjective and everyone has their own version of reality. And here's the scary part. These algorithms are getting smarter. They're constantly learning and adapting, making it even harder to distinguish between real and fake information.